came here today just to tell the truth. So hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false. And hopefully due to time, we'll start to see that.
Yeah, but so there's still, I mean, it's crazy too because there's still more happening in court. Like, I mean, everything is still active even though we're not hearing about it as much anymore. And the people may be fatigued like we talked about prior to.
What if the people you trust most, your own family, are the ones plotting your downfall? This is the chilling question at the heart of the unfolding drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs, whose life has spiraled since his arrest. While the media is fixated on his legal troubles, a darker, more personal story is brewing behind the scenes. Rumors are swirling that Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, have turned on him, allegedly orchestrating a web of betrayal and manipulation to secure their own future and claim a piece of the family fortune. If the whispers are to be believed, this saga is a potent mix of deceit, family conflict, and a battle for power that could rival any Hollywood thriller.
Gag order against government officials to prevent them from leaking information relating to his sex trafficking case. He doesn't want this stuff to get out to the media. What does that tell you? I would have thought Diddy would be throwing all his celebrity mates under the bus.
I mean, that could potentially be coming when it's time for court and when it's time for him to testify.
For years, Diddy's twin daughters were portrayed as the golden girls of his empire, living glamorous lives, sporting matching outfits, and sharing carefully crafted social media posts that reinforced the flawless family image Diddy had meticulously built. However, behind the facade, the reality was far less perfect. Rumors suggest that their upbringing in Diddy's household was far from a fairy tale. Insiders claim it was a world ruled by control, fear, and dysfunction, where the twins faced a turbulent childhood filled with challenges few could imagine.
What his team is trying to do is get the public to assume that the government is leaking some of this negative information about him, like that Cassie video. But the reality is, he's got a lot of enemies, and I really don't believe it's the government.
According to sources close to the family, the twins grew up in an environment that was both luxurious and stifling. While the public saw images of luxury cars and tropical vacations, those familiar with the family reveal a much darker reality, one of constant tension and control. Diddy's larger-than-life presence allegedly overshadowed every aspect of their lives, leaving little room for individuality or freedom. Growing up under such intense scrutiny, with every move monitored and every decision made for them, became their norm. However, whispers suggest that the twins may not have been passive victims in this family drama. Far from it, insiders claim that Jessie and Delilah have been quietly plotting behind the scenes to secure their future and inheritance, even if it means sacrificing their father to protect the family fortune.
In her civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
One of the most shocking rumors making the rounds is that the twins are allegedly destroying evidence that could further implicate their father, with the aim of preventing authorities from seizing the family's remaining assets. If true, this move appears to be a strategic effort to secure their financial future, while distancing themselves from Diddy's growing legal issues by protecting the family fortune. They not only safeguard their luxurious lifestyle but also position themselves as the new power brokers within the Combs family empire.
We are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
The plot thickens even further, according to multiple sources. Jessie and Delilah are rumored to be considering testifying against their father if necessary. These are the same daughters who once celebrated their birthdays with lavish parties and shared heartfelt Instagram posts about their amazing dad, yet now they may be preparing to turn on him. If true, this would be the ultimate betrayal. But with their father facing the possibility of spending a lifetime behind bars, the twins seem to be playing a long game to secure their future, possibly positioning themselves as the new power players in the family. And then there's Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, a strong, loyal figure within the family for decades. Recent whispers suggest she may not be as innocent as she appears, with rumors claiming that Janice is not only aware of her granddaughter's alleged actions, but may also be actively aiding them in covering up evidence. Some insiders even suggest her involvement goes beyond support, with Janice using her influence to manipulate the situation and protect the family's fortune.
A US judge has ruled that the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs will stand trial on federal trafficking and racketeering charges in May. He'll be held in prison until then. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that he used his business empire to transport women and male workers across state lines to take part in recorded performances. If convicted, he could face a life sentence.
Janice Combs has always been a controversial figure in Diddy's life, and recent events have brought her past into the spotlight. Stories of her hosting extravagant gatherings during his childhood have resurfaced, painting a picture of a household far from conventional. One of Diddy's childhood friends recalls these parties as notorious for their wild nature, suggesting they played a key role in shaping Diddy's upbringing. Now, some are beginning to wonder if Janice's history of orchestrating grand events has evolved into orchestrating a cover-up to protect the family's wealth. This theory is gaining traction among insiders.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the shoe have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there,
We can't overlook the shadow that looms over all of this: the mysterious death of Kim Porter. Jesse and Delilah's mother, her sudden passing has long been a source of speculation, with many questioning the official cause, while authorities ruled it as natural. Rumors of foul play have persisted for years. Some believe her death created a power vacuum within the family, one that the twins and Janice are now scrambling to fill. Could Kim's death have been the spark that ignited this entire chain of events? It's a question that remains unanswered, but it hangs heavily over the drama that's unfolding.
and I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on watch.
As the twins allegedly work to distance themselves from their father, one pressing question arises: how far are they willing to go if the rumors are true? Their calculated moves can not only reshape their own futures but also alter the entire legacy of the Combs family. While their actions may seem cold and strategic, it's important to consider the pressures they faced growing up in such a turbulent environment. Are they shrewd tacticians playing a high-stakes game, or simply survivors doing whatever it takes to protect themselves? The truth might lie somewhere in between. What makes this story even more gripping is the audacity of it all. If these allegations hold any weight, Jesse and Delilah's actions reflect a level of strategic thinking and emotional detachment that's almost Shakespearean in its complexity. They aren't just walking away from their father, they're reportedly dismantling the empire he spent decades building, piece by piece. And they're doing it with such precision that it suggests this isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision, but a carefully orchestrated plan.
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
None of this would be possible without the unique dynamics of the Combs family. With Diddy behind bars and his legal battles consuming his attention, the twins and their grandmother seem to have free rein to execute their plans. However, every move they make brings the risk of attracting the attention of investigators and the public eye. If they are caught destroying evidence or manipulating the situation, the consequences could be disastrous not just for them but for the entire family. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the Combs family saga is far from over, with rumors of betrayal, manipulation, and power struggles dominating the narrative. It's a gripping tale that has captivated the public's attention and left everyone wondering, what comes next? Will Jesse and Delilah succeed in their alleged scheme to secure the family fortune? Or will their actions only draw more scrutiny onto an already embattled family? And what role will Janice play as more family secrets are exposed? These are the questions fueling the drama and keeping everyone on edge.
Public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
As the drama continues to unfold, we'll delve deeper into the mysterious death of Kim Porter and its impact on the dynamics within the Combs family. Could her passing be the key to understanding the twins' motivations and their alleged betrayal of their father? And what lies ahead for Diddy as he faces the fight of his life not only in the courtroom, but within his own family? Stay tuned as we uncover more layers of this complex and captivating story.
I think it's to be expected, just the shock of this and the questions about what is ahead of us. I mean, how long is he going to be in custody? Is this an R. Kelly situation? Is he going to not get out for a number of years? Is he going to end up serving a long-term prison sentence from this? Or does he have a chance of beating these charges at a trial that could come?
What if the answers to the Combs family drama lie not with Diddy, but with someone who can no longer defend herself? The mysterious death of Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, has become a central question. In this tangled web of family betrayal, legal battles, and buried secrets, her absence left a void in her children's lives, and some believe it unleashed the chaos we're seeing today. Was her passing just an unfortunate tragedy, or could it have sparked the divide within the Combs family? Kim Porter was more than a model and mother. She was a confidant, a grounding force, and the glue holding the family together. Though her relationship with Diddy was often turbulent, they co-parented their children after their romance ended, and those close to her describe her as fiercely protective of them. When she passed away in November 2018, it marked not just a loss for her children, but the start of a power shift that would reverberate throughout the Combs family for years.
But there's also strategic reasons for the prosecutors to want him to have co-defendant, because right now he hasn't waived his right to a speedy trial, which would force prosecutors to take up the trial pretty quick, which they actually might not be ready to do. But if they supersede him and have co-defendants with him, it makes it a lot easier to pursue a trial continuance without him waiving his speedy trial right.
The circumstances surrounding Kim Porter's death have always been shrouded in mystery. Official reports attribute it to natural causes, yet rumors of something more sinister have lingered ever since. Some claim Kim had knowledge of Diddy's personal life and business dealings that could have caused irreparable damage if exposed. There are even whispers that she was planning to write a tell-all book before her death, a memoir that would have revealed not just secrets about Diddy, but about the entire celebrity world she had been a part of for so long. While the existence of this alleged book has never been confirmed, the mere possibility has sparked endless speculation. Was her passing truly a tragic coincidence, or was it a calculated move to silence her for good?
All right. Well, Kim Porter, you know, that is Diddy's ex, who's also the mother of his 3 of his children.
Right.
Has detailed the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands.
Oh, no.
And this is all in a memoir.
Losing their mother at such a young age was undoubtedly devastating for Jessie and Delilah, but insiders suggest it also marked the start of their shift away from their father. Without Kim's steadying influence, the twins reportedly became more attuned to the flaws in Diddy's carefully crafted public persona. They began questioning the dynamics within their family, and some believe they started to forge their own path, one that didn't rely on unwavering loyalty to their father. Could it be that Kim's absence gave the twins the freedom to see Diddy for who he truly was? And if so, could that be what ultimately led them to allegedly betray him?
I mean, the other thing that happened is Tupac's family is reportedly deciding to investigate the rumors that Diddy was involved in Tupac's.
Adding fuel to the fire are the persistent rumors surrounding Kim's relationship with Diddy. In the years before her death, although they were no longer romantically involved, their connection remained strong, with some sources claiming Kim still held considerable influence over Diddy. She acted as both a confidant and a critic, unafraid to call him out when she believed he was in the wrong, and reportedly pushed him to be a better father and role model for their children. However, this dynamic may have also caused tension, with some insiders suggesting that Diddy resented Kim's influence and the way she continued to challenge him even after their breakup. Could this tension have played a role in her untimely passing? And if so, how much do the twins truly know about what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
The questions surrounding Kim's passing have only grown more intense. In light of Diddy's current legal troubles, with allegations mounting and his empire at risk, Many are revisiting the events of 2018 with a fresh perspective. Was Kim's death the first domino in a chain of events that ultimately led to Diddy's downfall? And if so, what role, if any, did her daughters play in the years that followed? Some speculate that Jesse and Delilah may have uncovered details about their mother's passing that contributed to their alleged betrayal of their father. Whether or not this is true, the timing of their reported actions has certainly raised suspicions. But we can't ignore the role of Janice Combs, Diddy's mother, in this story. Known for her strong-willed personality and fierce loyalty to her son, Janice has long been a key figure within the Combs family, yet recent rumors suggest her influence may go beyond what the public sees. Some insiders claim Janice has been working behind the scenes to protect the family's assets and reputation, even if it means making morally questionable decisions. Could she be the one pulling the strings, orchestrating a plan to safeguard the Combs family fortune? And if so, how does she feel about the alleged actions of her granddaughters?
Because Kim had took the cork, where you open up wine, the corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And he almost, I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery. I came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept bleeding. And
Janice's own history has come under scrutiny in recent months, with stories resurfacing about her hosting extravagant gatherings during Diddy's childhood. These events, described by those who attended as both glamorous and chaotic, reportedly introduced a young Diddy to a world of excess and indulgence that would later shape his own lifestyle. Some have even suggested that Janice's influence during these formative years played a significant role in shaping Diddy's approach to power and control. If that's the case, could her actions now be seen as an attempt to rectify the past? Or is it simply a continuation of the same patterns she helped establish?
So remember when I said Diddy mother might be the originator of the freak-offs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so apparently tomorrow there's the Peacock is dropping the Diddy documentary. It's called Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. And the doc gets into Diddy's childhood and his experience growing up in connection to the lawsuit and sexual assault allegations he's currently facing.
As the twins reportedly work to secure their future, another crucial question arises: what does this mean for Diddy's legacy? For decades, he has been a towering figure in music, fashion, and business, building an empire from the ground up and becoming a symbol of success. But with his daughters allegedly turning against him, that legacy now hangs in the balance. If the rumors are true, Jesse and Delilah's actions could irreparably damage their father's reputation, not only in the public eye but also within the very industry he helped shape. For Diddy, this could be the most devastating betrayal of all.
According to the Rolling Stone, the doc features an alleged childhood friend of Puff's, hip-hop producer Tim Dog Patterson. He alleged that Janice, Diddy's mom, would often throw parties at Diddy's childhood home. He says that during the parties, it wasn't uncommon to walk into rooms where adults was having sex. I mean, that was just their normal.
But let's not forget, this story isn't just about betrayal, it's also about survival. Growing up in the shadow of their father's empire, Jesse and Delilah likely faced their own set of challenges. From the pressures of fame to the complexities of family dynamics, they've had to navigate a world that few can truly comprehend. While their alleged actions may appear cold or calculated, it's important to consider that they might simply be doing what they believe is necessary to protect themselves in a world where loyalty often comes at a high price. Perhaps in the end, they've decided that self-preservation is their only option.
In the doc, when talking about the parties, Tim says, verbatim, "That's what we were privy to. This was what we were fed. Was it desensitizing us? I'm sure it was. Were we aware of it? No, that was just Saturday night." In the doc, per Rolling Stone, this type of childhood is alleged to be why Tim, the longtime friend of Diddy's, Puff believes that Puff found himself in the position he is in now.
As we look ahead, the future of the Combs family remains uncertain, with Diddy fighting battles on multiple fronts, both in court and within his own family. The stakes have never been higher. Will Jesse and Delilah succeed in their alleged efforts to secure the family fortune? Or will their actions only bring more scrutiny to an already embattled family? What role will Janice play as the drama continues to unfold? These are the questions that will shape the next chapter of this complex saga. Ultimately, the story of the Combs family serves as a stark reminder that even the most powerful empires can crumble from within. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, the betrayal of a family member, or the unearthing of long-hidden secrets, the forces that shape our lives are often beyond our control. For Diddy, Jesse, Delilah, and Janice, the road ahead is full of uncertainty, but one thing is certain: this story is far from over. So, What do you think are Jesse and Delilah masterminds or survivors? And will Diddy's empire withstand this storm? Or has the damage already been done? Share your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned for more updates on this ever-evolving story.